Welcome back to all my favorite YouTube viewers. Yes, you guys are indeed my absolute favorite YouTube viewers. We're gonna be doing some more cheese to Grandmaster. Currently almost 4.7k MMR. Let's get closer to 5k. Alright, so our first opponent is gonna be a 4-7 Protoss. Now, I had some cool ideas in mind. One thing you guys really wanted to see is an eco cheese. So at some point I really want to do an eco cheese in this episode, like maybe go for like a super fast 4cc. I do think this would probably be the coolest against Zerg, because against Zerg, if you're lucky, you can actually get away with a lot of stuff. Now, this guy is Protoss, and it is a very good Protoss map. So how am I going to approach this? Let's see. I think I'm actually going to go with a classic. I'm going to go with a fast wall-off into like a mass marine all-in. A timeless classic, really. Maybe not this exact version, but I feel like Terrans over the years have been doing so many marine SCV all-ins that this should be something that every Terran can do, really. Now, this map is actually enormous, so I'm going to send out my SCVs a little bit faster. And where can I even proxy? I guess I can build at the gold. What if he tries to take the gold and then, you know, I'm actually there proxying my barracks. I'm not even sure who that would be good for in that moment. But I guess we'll see. So I can make a barracks here, and then I guess I need to hope that he doesn't scout too early. I mean, scouting this early would be kind of absurd, but you never know. I'm gonna make my barracks a little bit further back, actually. Make them here. Hope he doesn't accidentally scout that way. And then I could probably fit in another SCV here, but since I'm gonna pull my SCVs anyway, do we really need it? Now, with this build, can I afford an orbital is the question. This is already a little bit of a higher level cheese, by the way. Like, this is a cheese you could totally try in like a dream hack. It is usually something you need to prepare, because if you play against someone that just scouts really well, you're probably just gonna get absolutely ruined, you know. But if you play someone and you know their scouting patterns and this is good against it, then you can totally get away with it. Now, this person has... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say he hasn't scouted yet. Even this is a very late scout, by the way. My barracks is already finished, so... I was kind of suspect that he might be actually taking the gold. Now, he sees I have a fast wall off. He cannot see this gas, which means that for him, this looks more likely to be like a one base all-in with tech, like, you know, Marine Tank Viking, for example, or something like this, than anything like a Marine all-in. Now, it's possible he's cheesing me too, of course, so I do have to be careful for that too. Let's scout around a little bit. Gonna get one more depot. And then what I want to do is I want to save up 3 Marines here, because 3 Marines can take on an Adept. Like, if I would walk across right now, I would just lose this unit to an Adept and it would look really stupid, right? So, I'm going to wait for 3 Marines here. And then I want to avoid his Adept and pull my SCVs like all the way around. I think I can pretty much pull all of my SCVs with this, by the way. I'm actually going to pull like most of them. I know this seems a little bit crazy, but let's see. There's no Adept here. This guy is surprisingly passive. It was like the late scout, and then there's no Adept here as well. I'm definitely feeling a bit sus vibes, but maybe maybe this guy just has different timings, like, I don't know. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Gonna keep these SCVs here. Clear the watchtower, and then I can pull him this way. Now, the worst thing that could happen here is that he was really scared, and he just straight up made like 4 batteries in his natural without scouting. Like, I feel like a pro player here would at most make 1 battery, but besides that continue as normal. Because a 1-base build is still pretty defendable. But against this, you ideally want a lot of batteries, right? Now, he has 1 battery here. I'm gonna walk these SCVs through, so I can surround any potential units on the high ground. This looks like DTs to me. Oh, well, a surround, actually. Yeah, this does look like DTs to me, maybe, because he just... 2 gateways and a robo? I'm actually... Oh, he activated the battery, but that's not gonna do anything. I'm gonna surround both of these stalkers with my SCVs. And this looks like it's gonna be a very easy game 1, unless he actually has a DT Shrine proxy. Okay, that was a bit confusing what he did. This was way easier than I was expecting, but I guess a nice strat for game 1. This is definitely a build you guys can copy, by the way. I made sure to keep the timings as correct as possible. Let's continue. Ooh, a promotion. Masters too. Alright, alright. Getting closer, guys, getting closer. Oh, we got a Terran. What did I want to do against a Terran? You know, I really wanted to do that Proxy Thor again that I did. I don't know if it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago, something like this. Or maybe even last episode, honestly, I can't remember. But I did a Proxy Thor that just looked like absolutely broken. And I just smashed with it. And this guy's 5k, our highest opponent yet. And I definitely want to give it a shot here. If you guys do enjoy the cheeses and the challenges and everything, by the way, I'm pretty much uploading every day. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any. Helps me reach goals as well. Still going for the 25k sub goal, doing the awesome show match with Clem, Ray, and Cyril. So yeah, make sure to get that subbed. Now, let's see. I could actually play Gas First there. It's a little bit later with Gas First. Gas First is so unnatural for me. I don't usually play Gas First, so when I have to do a build that has a Gas First in it, I always just confuse myself and end up playing autopilot Rax First anyway. Now, in TVT, you know what's easy in TVT? It's to mind game the SCV scout, because you know against Protoss, you usually SCV scout very late, and against Zerg even later. So if you show up with a particularly early SCV, it already looks suspicious, you know. But against Terran, it's very acceptable and even like standard, and with some builds even mandatory that you scout early, so it's never really suspicious. So that is good. I don't quite remember how I executed the proxy last time. That SCV came from a bit of a sketch angle, to be fair, but it's probably just normal. I don't think I can actually SCV scout. I think I have too much gas. I think I'll just go straight to the proxy. And at this point it will be sus, because he saw me go to his base with an SCV, and then I never showed up. So at this point, if he would scout for me, that would be a very reasonable move. I feel like a lot of times they will probably miss the clarity to do that, because it's, you know, it's just not something you think about. But if he would scout for this proxy, it'd be very reasonable, and for us it would be very bad, so let's hope he doesn't do that. Now the SCV came from below here, which I don't think that's a proxy. Sometimes SCV's timings are a bit sus. I think his was just a bit weirdly pathed. It's not like he could have finished the barracks by then or anything, so unless he's actually doing something really crazy, I think we're probably good. Now I'm gonna build the armory at home, which means I do have to cover ground with the Reaper. Wait, last time I made a reactor and only made Marines. That's what I did different. That is probably a way better idea than what I'm doing now. So that is a little bit of a mistake by me. I could still make the reactor, actually. I would just have 2 Reapers. Like, the thing is, I scouted late, so I don't know what he's doing, right? So, yeah, if I just go blindly, I might be in a little bit of trouble. Like, if I try to defend against Reaper Heli with just 2 Marines, that would suck a little bit. And now I have my 2 Reapers to defend any potential jump in, so that's really good. And let's see. Is my timing gonna work out? Yeah, the thing is, I'm straight up missed. How much does a reactor take to build? A Reaper is basically the reactor. I missed out on 4 Marines by making that second Reaper, almost. So that is potentially a big deal. And it also cost me a little bit of gas, right? Like you can see now that I can't quite afford my Thor. I think the medevac should still be in time. Medevac is 13 seconds slower to build than a Thor, so that should be all good. I haven't seen any units yet on my side, which is a little bit scary. I'm slightly upset that I made the second Reaper now, because my build is just a little bit worse than it was the last time. Yeah, you see, my medevac is straight up gonna be something like 8 seconds too late or something, so that is pretty annoying. Where's his stuff though? Like in TVT, do you guys always play this passive? Where's all the units? Why am I not being attacked right now? That's crazy. Is it time to move out with the Marines? Almost. I mean, to be fair, since this guy is a 5k Terran, I think he's probably checked my natural at some point and saw I didn't have anything. And then kept his units at home. Like, on this map, because you have like the little Reaper jump up spot here, you can't really block the natural from being seen by a Reaper. Now, let's see what we have here. Hopefully it is... Let's see. Oh, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe I can snipe a Reaper. Lock onto the medevac. Oh, he locked onto the Thor. That's even better, actually. He's dropping an auto turret. Very nice. No worries at all for me. Let's see. He's probably going to have a... Oh, he doesn't have a tank yet. He's going to have a tank soon. But not yet, for some reason. Okay, lock onto the Thor, please. Then I'll just lift it up. This is... Maybe I should camp the factory instead. That would be way better. Yeah. He's not actually using his lock-ons on anything. That is kind of crazy. Oh, he locked onto the Thor. Gotta take care of that. Wait, he made another Cyclone instead of a tank. Then I'm actually just chilling here. Wait, is this build actually just broken? Like, what is this about this? Look at the Thor! Like, it actually just can't die. Like, I swear, I've just accidentally done the most broken... This guy's a 5k Terran, guys. This build is just absurd. Did I lost more units this time. I feel like the other game I actually lost nothing, but this build is just a little bit yeah, alright. Like this Thor didn't get close to dying. He played 5 units, which I guess does play into my hand a little bit, but Jesus, man, Proxy Thor against Terra. I feel bad for you guys. You guys are gonna just be Proxy Thoring each other all over. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, yes, we got a Zerg. I actually had 2 builds planned for TVZ. The first one was to go Mass Reaper. The second one was to do an epic Eco Cheese. Now, this map is not the best for Mass Reaper. If you play Mass Reaper, you usually want to play a smaller map like Curious Minds or something. So I'm actually going to go with the Eco Cheese here. The one thing I'm not set on is if I want to proxy the command center or if I just want to build it in my main base somewhere. So what I'm going to try here, I'm going to do a normal opener and then go for 4 command centers before adding any more production. So like 1114 CC. And I think I should be able to get away with it as long as I scout well. You know what I always say is if you play against a cheeser, or just in general, if you play against ladder and your opponents cheese a lot, I'm sure that just happens. One of the best things you can do is not necessarily react to it properly, but just scout it. Because if your all-in gets scouted early enough, most likely you'll just cancel it. And I'm not sure you should rely on that, like scouting and then not reacting at all. But often scouting is enough to defend the attack. So I want to go for 4 to see here, and I'm thinking if I just scout well enough and let him know that I see everything he's doing, he might not try to do something cheeky. Obviously, it's possible that this guy's a cheeser. I don't know if you guys watched my previous series, the Bomb Cloud and stuff, but there is a roughly similar MMR barcode Zerg that always cheeses and always gets very angry. So if I run into that guy, maybe I will be the salty one this time, because I don't know if I can actually defend the cheese with 4 command centers. But I guess we will find out soon enough. Now, can I proxy it anywhere good on this map is what I'm wondering. Like, the thing is, a lot of maps have good corner bases, but this one, for example, it would get seen if a Ling would ever move in this direction. So I don't know if there's actually a base you can take that doesn't get scouted super easily. And maybe even if that is the case, I should still try it, because it is pretty cool. Try to get away with that, even if it's obvious. Yeah, this might even be the best hidden base you can take, but then it's not even really a hidden base, you know, like it's right there. So, okay, let's see if he's proxying me. Let's see if we maybe got Angry Zerg guy again. No, he is actually playing Hatch first. Alright, cool. That does play into our hands a little bit more with that Eco Cheese. So I'm gonna go just 1 gas. I think, like, obviously I don't have this build order completely mapped out, but I think I can get away with just making 1 gas and then maybe making a few gases at once. This guy's gonna make my 3rd. And then I can make my... I'm gonna make my 4th in the main, actually. Yeah, like I said, this map just doesn't have good hidden base locations. Okay, that's 1 drone down. Some Zergs would actually leave when that happens, so I'm glad this guy didn't. Oh, did I not move it? Oh, I did, okay. There's number 3. I think he took the other bay. I'm pretty sure I saw a drone at some point, or did I hallucinate that? Not actually sure. Let's see. There is a hatch there. That is not the usual location for a 3rd hatch, but... yeah, I guess in the end it doesn't matter that much. Okay, and now I'm gonna go for the starport. And then after that... dude, I could actually go insane and skip all these Hellions for 4CC. I guess you guys have wanted the Eco Cheese for a while. I think I should do the ultimate Eco Cheese and actually just skip these Hellions and make a 4CC before any additional units. That would be quite the build. And I am scouting quite well, so he will probably be... how do you say it? Discouraged, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Discouraged from trying it all in. I'm gonna even make my gas. Okay, I know I'm going a little bit insane here, but I'm even gonna get my gas. 4CC double gas starport before unit. Now that is a build, guys. If you guys ever find a better build than this, let me know in the comments, because damn, I'd be shooketh if you guys did. Let's see, 3:45, a good time to scout for some weird stuff. Nothing going on here. Speed is finishing at a normal time. No extra gases, probably a bailing nest. Yeah, okay. My read on this game is pretty good so far. I did lose that Reaper, which actually didn't have to lose because he didn't even have speed yet. But in any case, it's not roaches, so we are totally good. Now, do we play mech or bio from this Giga Eco Cheese that we're doing? And also, I should make that an orbital too, right? Like, it just fits into the team. I should make that an orbital as well. I wonder if this guy's looking at my Hellion timing and was like, did this guy forget his factory for a bit or something? Like, why is that so late? Oh, now he's gonna scout it. He's playing Overlord speed. He's gonna scout it and playing 4 command center. There's no way he's gonna leave this unpunished, right? Like, I mean, either he's gonna go for 100 drones before making anything else, or he's gonna try to attack it. I'm gonna make an orbital there as well. I'm going for banshees, just so I would have been safe against roaches. One thing that's actually really cool about this eco cheese, by the way, is that the CC gives me the supply. Like you see, I actually didn't have to make that many depots, even though I have a lot of SCVs and stuff. Just because the CC gives me another 10. Now, let's see, I want to make a bunch of barracks, but... Oh, that's an overlord. I looked at the minimap and I thought it was a group of links or something. Now, I don't know if this is too greedy to do this. I think personally it's fine. Might be a little bit tough to defend stuff. I'm gonna get saturated on SCVs so fast, by the way. Like, this base is already saturated. On to the next one. Even have one too many SCV here. Let's see. There's no base yet, guys. Wait, he's gonna try this? That's pretty crazy, man. Aliens are not that bad, you know? I would really reconsider this at this point. Yeah, okay. Okay, double EV going down. Oh man, this guy's losing to my Hellions alone. It's really like, this guy's playing 4 CC. And he's still killing all of my units. What a race. Okay, he did scout my Banshees and he is actually... I appreciate that he's making a spore there. That is something even pro Zergs forget a lot of time. To cover the 4th base from the Banshees that were, you know, made earlier. Now I'm getting a little bit disorientated because I have different stuff than I normally have. And I'm a bit of a... You know, I kind of play this game like a computer a little bit. Like, I just know what to do. A lot of the time I'm just on autopilot. Let's see. What would you do against someone playing 4CC? Well, he's not all-inning. He did make extra links. Oh, these Banshees are actually going ham, by the way. Holy shit. The 4CC build, guys, is broken. Look, I'm already saturated. I need to take my 4th base already. This build is actually incredible. Not even gonna lie. Maybe, you know, I don't know if you guys know what the brick is. If you guys have watched long enough, or maybe were a fan of Terran School, you do know what the brick is. And it's basically when you skip making gases on your 3rd and go for a really big 8 racks all in. A very strong, consistent style in StarCraft. But I guess if you do this, you could actually make it a freaking 12 racks all in or something, you know? Because, like, the money is just insane. Okay. Look at my supply. 7 minute, 121. It's not the highest ever, but considering I'm already in 4 bases, that is definitely a lot. How many kills do you have? 9 and 7. No, that's actually not as much as I thought I would see. Let's see. There's my base. Obviously, he knew I had it, so... Now, I feel like he might be going for, like, mutas or something. Because he's making extra gases here. Let's see. I have a few orbitals, so even though I will supply blocked, I can just drop a few more depots. I'm on 82 workers already, guys. 82 workers. Now, this build is actually... I feel like, you know, it's the same with the Proxy Thor. I'm just accidentally finding out, like, these insane builds. Like, this really looks like a pretty good build for a big map like this. This is really not that... Obviously, he was very greedy, right? Like, if he wanted to punish me, he definitely could have. But still, this build actually does not look half bad. 80 plus... 85 SV. This is actually my perfect 4-base saturation, pretty much. And I'm on... Yeah, I don't know. This actually looks pretty nuts. Now... If I play this a little bit more, I could actually figure out, like, really sick... But he does not have enough units here, I don't think. A little bit of splitting. And that is going to be me destroying this fight. And yeah, this was... I still have 170 supply, guys. I feel like he just had, like, 10 bailings or something. And I'm just at 175 supply still. Holy moly. Add this to the list of builds that I did in shows that I need to try in my actual games. Because this is something else. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, look at the units lost as well. 800 against 5k. I want to see what the supply was when he took that fight. You know, if you play against Zerg, you are typically like 15 supply down or so, I would say. And this game, during the first fight of the game, I was 168 against 120 supply. And of course, guys, I know I'm a higher MMR player than this guy for sure. But this guy is 5.1k, he's very close to GM, and this was the supply lead at the start. My saturation is very good. If I would adapt this build to like a real game, something I would change is probably make this a planetary instead. And maybe skip even more units to get like an extra few barracks so I can really make use of that big economy. Alright, well, that was pretty epic. Let's play the last game. Alright, THOR Vs PROTOSS. Okay, well, for you guys who don't know, THOR is an up-and-coming Terran. He's currently probably pretty close to being a top 5 Terran in Europe. He played in DreamHack this season. And now I'm playing against this PROTOSS. Now, I queued instantly, so I thought I got the same Zerg again. So I was set on playing Mass Reaper, so now I'm not quite sure what I want to play. Should I? I should go for a Thor too. I just... Like, the Thor was so good against Terran. Maybe the Thor is, like, equally broken against Protoss. I know it's definitely not, but... I'm actually very... You know what? I'm just gonna do it. One base Thor. This is a 5-3 Protoss. And it's a guy who's also, like, a 6-5 Terran, so... I imagine he knows very well how to hold cheeses from his own race. But that is only making it a better test for me. So let's see what we can do here. Probably should... I could maybe like fake an I think I'm a little bit too late. I wanted to maybe fake an eBay block and then go and proxy like a factory or something. I think that would be a really cool step. I do want to make sure to wall off my base. I think at this point I probably just should not show my SCV. So I'm actually going to go here, camp that high ground a little bit. Make that wall there. Also guys, I have been starting to off-race again a little bit after DreamHack, so... if for the people that are interested, I might be able to deliver some better content for the other races. I know most of you are Terran, and my content will be Terran-centric for the most part, but I do think I should be able to start delivering some cool content for the other races soon too. Without abandoning my Terran bros, of course. Wait, I don't have money for an orbital right now. That's a little bit tragic. I'm just going to make my factory here. I don't know if that's a good position at all. I feel like it's a little bit too close. Because if an adept goes around, that looks like something he would find. But who knows? Maybe it'll work out perfectly. Maybe he'll scout here and here, but not exactly in my location. Oh, nice. Gonna kill that probe. It's gonna scout a reactor. And I think this looks like I have a factory in my base. Like, I'm thinking about what I would feel if I was him in this point. Obviously, as Terran players, we know a little bit better how the builds roll. And I would probably expect that I have a factory in my base as well. Or an expansion. I think this build, it sounds weird, but this build is actually pretty common with an expansion. You wall off fast. And then you just expand and your opponent freaks out. And yeah, then you don't hit them with anything. You just have a normal economy basically. Now, as a Terran, he's probably not going to freak out because he knows what's up. But he doesn't because I'm proxying a Thor in his face. Well, I don't think you can call this in his face, you know, but it's close enough. Now, normally you would go with a mine drop. Like, when people do proxy Thor against Protoss, it was actually a common build. They always start with a mine drop. And I think I should have done the same. And the main reason is that the mine drop keeps everything at home. So if there's a mine drop, you will move your Oracle at the home. Right now, there's a good chance he's playing Stargate. And he will send his first unit across and he will see that I don't have anything in my main base. And then he will follow that up by making... Don't look, please. By making a bunch of batteries and stuff. And then I'm... You know, my plan is kind of ruined. So that is a little bit of a mistake by me to not go for that mine drop. Let's see, I'm going to be pretty much... I was going to say maxed. What's the word? Supply blocked? Supply capped? Which is fine. Because I'm going to pull the SCVs anyway. Come on, let me kill that adept. These adepts are so annoying, man. Like, they always see everything. Just let me... Please. Ah, he listened. That's a Terran bro right there. I saw you. That's a Terran bro. You watch this video? Shout out to you, homie. Okay, let's see. 6 SCVs should be enough. I don't want to pull too many. I need to keep some, you know, kind of economy. Okay, let's go. Now, he hasn't showed up with a Phoenix or anything, so I think... Oh, I think it is most likely a Robo. It could be Blink as well. Oh, this is going to be sick. Watch this, guys. The move. The move of the century. Bam. Kill the Stalker. Almost knocked out the other one. Now we can actually move across. Like, it is quite likely he doesn't have that many units because it's very early. There's no Robo yet. This is very big news. Now, the first thing I have to do is just target the battery instantly. That is the move. And he's going to pull the probes. Yeah, the battery is going to fall. And this push looks like it's working very well, guys. This Thor can die. Yeah, this Thor quite literally can die to this. I don't know what it is, but the Thor's just looking human in these freaking games. Like, our Thor is actually just broken. We never knew, guys. We never knew. Watch this Thor. This Thor cannot die. It still has SCV protectors. See? I do need to target those freaking... I can't see my Thor HP. Oh, he got the medevac. I didn't see that. Oops. That is a little bit of a mistake. It's still not dying. I was thinking, no, I can't lift it anymore. The Thor actually survived all of that? What is wrong with Thors, guys? Dude, I thought I was screwed. I I didn't see him targeting the medevac. I was like, oh yeah, he's trying to attack the Thor, you know, it's just being repaired. But he actually got the medevac, and then I wouldn't be able to pick it up in micro. But yeah, look, that I thought I saw the bar. It's really hard to see here, but you can see the medevac is low HP. And I didn't realize this. I was like, oh yeah, it's gone. It's over. You know, he's gonna hold this. But then the Thor still just smashes. Oh my goodness, Thors, guys, Proxy Thor. I bet you guys are going to do so many Proxy Thors after this episode. Anyway, hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. We got to do Thors, we got to do the Eco Cheese, some of your guys' favorite ideas. And maybe the next time, we can actually get really close to Grandmaster. MMR should be about 4.9k after this. Next time, maybe we can reach 5k, and then we can really set our sails on Grandmaster. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.